Welcome. My name is Sandra Corrado of Next Level Consulting, a wellness and fitness company. And today I have a very good friend, Lori Haws, who is a Matrix Repatterning practitioner with me. And I've invited her because she does some amazing work, and I would love for her to share some information about her work and how it helps with well-being, our body releasing, with healing. So Lori, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, thanks, Sandra, for having me.
I have a question for you. Can you tell me a little bit about your background? How did you get involved with Matrix Repatterning? Because it's not a very common modality or offering.
No, it's not. It's fairly new in relation to, let's say, chiropractic or physiotherapy, right? It's only been around maybe 25, 30 years. So it's fairly new in that regards. So I'm a registered kinesiologist, and I've been doing injury rehab for years. It's kind of my specialty. Exercise therapy with different clients, stretching exercises. And I was looking for a better way to help my clients, because I found I was helping my clients, but it wasn't getting rid of their pain or getting to the root cause of what was going on in their bodies. And I came across Matrix Repatterning and took the intro course, fell in love with it, and then became certified in it.
It's amazing how things happen.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Well, and I came to you because I'm involved in fitness and I do a lot. So my muscles were very tight, and I do stretching, I've done massage, and I came to see you for a number of sessions. We met 3 years ago, and I'm so glad that I had an opportunity, because I'd heard of Matrix Repatterning, but never had an opportunity to experience it. And I must say it was quite the blessing to have your expertise, to help me with my healing.
Oh, I'm happy I was able to help you. On your healing journey.
Yeah. So you had mentioned that that you help people with their healing, and that you were helping people with their exercise and fitness. How would you describe your specialty or your client? Who would be your ideal client?
My ideal client is someone who's experiencing pain or an injury that hasn't gone away. Mm-hmm. Or, even if they've had an acute or chronic, it doesn't really matter. But the person that is tired of being in pain all the time and wants to get to the root cause of what is happening. They may go to chiro and physio, and it goes away for a short period of time, but then it keeps coming back, mm-hmm. right? And the reason that it keeps coming back is because it's not what the therapists they're saying. It's not getting to the root cause of what's going on in their body. Mm-hmm. So we need to get to that root cause, figure out what's going on. Because if someone comes in, let's say, with a shoulder pain, that doesn't necessarily mean that's where the problem is. Mm-hmm. So a lot of therapists will just look at the shoulder, but I look at the whole body from head to toe. Because that issue could be coming from your sternum, your abdominal, your neck, could be causing that shoulder pain. So I look at the whole body and the whole person.
That makes a lot of sense. Can you describe Matrix Repatterning? What does it comprise? What does it look like? I guess how does it feel like when you have a client that's on the table?
Yeah, Matrix Repatterning it's hard to describe. I have a lot of clients that tell, their friends and family, oh, I'm going to see Lori and she does voodoo. I don't know what she does, but she does something, right? So, you need to look at the body, and the human body is made up of trillions of cells. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're just energy vibrating at a certain frequency. That's all we are, right? And whenever we experience trauma, physical or emotional, it gets stored in our bodies. Okay. So let's say, you fell down the stairs when you were like 8 years old, and you hit your shoulder, your hip. That's trauma to the body, and your body remembers that trauma. And let's say, 20 years later, you start having hip pain. You don't know where that hip pain came from, but it probably came from way back when you fell down those stairs. Okay. Because your body remembers everything. So since we're energetic beings, right, that energy, almost like that energy gets stored, but those cells will kind of distort in that area where you fell or you hit. So that energy doesn't flow properly through those cells. So what Matrix does as a practitioner, as a Matrix practitioner, what I do is I locate where these, we call them primary restrictions, are in the body from years of trauma that you've had. And then we release them with just a very gentle hands-on type of pressure. So I look for these, I guess you want to say energy hotspots, release them so it goes back into almost into like normal balance, right? So the body becomes balanced and the body's able to heal from that. Okay.
That's amazing. So we've established it's not woo-woo, and I can also attest to the fact that it actually works. This makes a lot of sense. Like if we take a look at someone who gets into a traffic accident and there's an impact, the body is going to absorb that impact. So where does it store that impact? That makes a lot of sense. And if we don't deal with the impact, if it's not released, then something is going to lift up or go into pain or tension. That makes a lot of sense to me. So, well, we've already talked about the matrix repatterning working with pain and tension. I don't know if there's anything else that you wish to add or expand on that front.
I find it with my clients, it helps to just relax the body, right? Because the body is certain areas of the body are tense, right? So it will help to just relax it, bring the body back into balance. A lot of clients after their first matrix session will sleep like incredibly the night of the treatment, right? So they find that they sleep more, they're in a deeper sleep just because the body is relaxing. So with matrix repatterning, people's, their balance will improve, their energy will improve, their sleep will improve, and, their pain levels will improve.
Well, I remember when I first came to you, I did sleep. I believe actually I napped in the afternoon. And napping for me is only like I really need it. So I did notice a difference. Like my body went into I call it the healing mode. It's, my body sleeps, like it puts me into the sleep mode when I feel the need to recover from something. So yeah, I totally that's what I witnessed. That's what I experienced when I was coming to you. So someone that is perhaps going through a stressful or life-changing situation, how would your work improve one's wellness?
It will improve their wellness in that I look at the whole body, right? So when people come in to see me, we do a matrix assessment, but that's it's a good portion of the assessment, but we also talk about, your sleep habits. We talk about your hydration levels. We talk, do you drink alcohol, right? How much alcohol, how much caffeine do you drink? What is your nutritional status like? How well do you sleep, right? And we also talk about breathing. Functional breathing is a big component in a person's healing and their pain levels. So are you breathing? Are you a nose breather or your mouth breather? So that affects, your sleep. If you're a mouth breather, that'll affect your sleep. So let's start fixing these little, they're big things, but these little things that you can, do every day. Let's start incorporating that into your lifestyle. So you just become, better. You feel better. You have more energy. And when you have more energy, you'll heal better. You feel better, and sunlight is a huge component of that too, right? Are you getting enough sunlight? Are you getting morning sunlight, afternoon sunlight, and evening sunlight? Because that'll help your sleep patterns. So everything is connected. So you just don't come see me for, your shoulder pain. I look at everything. So you walk out of my session or out of my treatment, at the end of, let's say, 6 to 12 treatments, that you feel better as a person.
Right. So you're looking at someone's lifestyle and perhaps encouraging your client to implement habits that will assist them in their healing or supporting their healing and supporting a healthy lifestyle so that they are feeling well. As opposed to just looking at one particular area, you're looking to support their entire being.
Exactly.
Which is different than, perhaps some other practitioners that may be looking at just, one small area, you're looking holistically. And that is what I'm all about too. We're very much in line with the way we look at, helping our clients.
Absolutely. You can't just isolate a certain body part, right? It's the whole person that has to do the healing, not just the shoulder.
Right.
It's the whole person holistically. Yeah.
Now, I understand that if someone is interested in finding out a little bit more about your work and they're not quite sure, is this for me or not, that they're able to connect with you. So what do you offer them, to kind of get a feel for you and your work?
Oh, absolutely. I offer a complimentary discovery call. So, people can either do it on the phone or over Zoom, where you can meet me in person and we can discuss exactly what your needs are as well. And once a month, I do Matrix Monday, where I offer free little mini assessments that people can come in and just try it out and see what it's all about.
Well, and I had the benefit of meeting you through some networking. So although I did not really get engaged in the conversation of, how would this work for me? I just felt a good vibe. And I usually interview kind of without their knowing practitioners, because we had a chance to chat. And I also really loved the way you, explained what you were doing, because the networking group, we had a chance to explain, our work. I just loved the way you brought, you tied all the information together, and I just felt a resonation with you. So it's great that you're offering an opportunity to have a complimentary exploratory call to see, whether, they resonate, and also to explain, this is how I can assist. Does this work for you? Now, I know that there's going to be, people out there that are watching this that'll say, okay, I want to meet Lori. I want to work with Lori. So how can they come in contact with you? What is the best way to reach you?
Well, they can reach me on my website at, lorihaws.com, LORIHAWS.com. And in there's all my information, and you can book a complimentary discovery call with me, and then we can get started.
Wonderful. Lori, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for explaining your work. And I feel blessed to have you as a friend, colleague, and also my practitioner. So thank you so much.
Well, thanks, Sandra, very much.
Okay, bye-bye. And again, it's Sandra from Next Level Consulting, wellness and fitness practitioner, bringing you another one of my wonderful colleagues in my network. And please do reach out to Lori. She is an amazing practitioner. Thank you.